Shaquille O'Neal gives some amazing advice. Let's see what he has to say. Shaq has been super successful all his life. Not to be fair, it is because he used his genetic abilities to his advantage. There are all probably people his size that wouldn't be as successful as him. So even though he had a genetic advantage, he was able to use that genetic advantage to his advantage and become a star. He likes to fuck hoes though. Horny bastard. I know a couple girls he DM'd.
Who am I here with today?
My name is Dr. Shaquille O'Neal.
What industry did you decide to pursue a career in?
A lot of them.
What were you doing prior to becoming a business mogul?
What was I doing, Brian? I was killing your favorite NBA player.
You owned 155 Five Guys at one point.
I sold them.
You sold them?
Yeah, I sold them.
What's your secret to scaling in the franchise model, or just businesses in general?
The secret to scaling is one word: delegation. You can't be in 155 places at once, but I know somebody that can.
So you're really good at bringing other people in to run these businesses?
Yes, I am.
Did you come from a lot of money?
No, never.
What was the turning point to financial freedom for you?
The secret was just having special motivation. My motivation was always being able to give my mother what she wants.
Do you believe in God?
Of course. Hey, my guy, you hungry? Go get a pizza. I own it. It's all yours. Yeah, take what you want. No problem.
What was the most amount of money that you've made in a single year? Guys, we just landed in Atlanta, Georgia, and we are headed...
Oh, he in my city, man. I'm saying it's my city, but I do live here, unfortunately.
right now to interview Shaquille O'Neal, who has a net worth of over $500 million. A lot of you guys have seen Shaq on TV commercials. Not only is he one of the greatest basketball players of all time in the history of the NBA, but he's also a business mogul, guys. He owns hundreds of businesses all around the country. So we're going to be asking him the secrets to his success in becoming one of the greatest athletes ever and how he became so wealthy.
No wonder he be DMing young hoes. I say young hoes like that's a bad thing. But yeah, he be wanting to fuck some bad bitches.
The outside of sports. So with that being said, let's go meet with Shaq and see what he has to say.
Where do these YouTubers get these skyscraper shots at? Put me on. Cause I know he didn't take it with his drone.
Who am I here with today?
My name is Dr. Shaquille O'Neal.
And for those that don't know, what industry did you decide to pursue a career in?
A lot of them. DJing, law enforcement, and food and beverages.
Yeah.
Pizza.
What were you doing prior to becoming a business mogul?
What was I doing, Brian? I was killing your favorite NBA player.
Let me ask you this. You became one of the greatest athletes of all time. Not just basketball players, one of the greatest athletes of all time. What was the biggest driving factor of success for you throughout your career?
I was a thief. Let me explain. If you see somebody that's doing better than you, and you would like to aspire to do them, steal what they're doing. So for me, I stole Michael Jordan.
That is great advice, man. Start copying what successful people are doing just to get started, just to start, you know. What is like Kai and Mr. Beast doing? They're making videos. So if you want to be like them or similar to them, or you like what they do, or you are inspired by them, then you should probably start making some videos.
I stole Magic Johnson. I stole Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I stole Muhammad Ali, and I put it inside my brain, and I created me, Shaquille O'Neal.
And you generated and made hundreds of millions of dollars throughout your career. There's a stat Sports Illustrated just did that 1 in 3 NFL players go broke within 3 to 5 years. What's the best way to preserve that kind of wealth when you're making a lot of money? You get a lot of money dumped on you. It's easy to make a lot of money. It's hard to keep a lot of money. How have you been able to preserve hundreds of millions of dollars of that money
He asks such great questions, don't he? Great questions.
that you made throughout your career?
I think for those who are not financially literate, learn this word, annuity.
Break that down for those that don't know it.
You need to look it up. I know what annuity means. He knows what annuity means, but your homework assignment right now, look it up.
How many businesses do you own
I gotta admit, I do not know what annuity means at the moment.
right now?
I have no idea, and the reason I don't know how many I own, because I know who you are, and I know you were gonna make us look good, but let's just say I own 1,000 businesses. I don't want it to be edited like I'm bragging, but I own a lot.
And across all of these, right, in 1 year, in terms of revenue, what was the most amount of money that you've made in a single year? You guys, we're about to get right back to this interview with Shaq, and it's about to get better and better. But real quick, I've got a very special announcement to make for you.
I ain't gonna lie, shout out to you for getting paid for your promotion. But I don't know if I'm just a cheap mother effer or I'm broke right now, but there's been barely any times where somebody has done a sponsorship and it's made me want to go buy it or even listen to it. Because it just feels like most things people are trying to sell you, like most advertisements, is just all bullshit, bro. Like, if you sell me something that I actually need or want that's gonna help me in life, man, like goddamn. Yeah, bro, I'm gonna skip all that. Love you, man. Do your thing.
Down to the link in the description of this video. I can't wait to see each and every one of you
Oh,
guys
he's
inside of
promoting
this
his
community. With that being said, let's get back to the video. What was the most amount of money that you've made in a single year?
I have no idea because I don't do anything for monetary purposes. I'm just happy to be blessed and I'm just happy to be alive and I'm just going to continue working. But I don't know how much money I got.
In today's world, do you think somebody should start a business or franchise a business?
That's the answer you give, and you got so much money you don't even want to say it.
Break that down.
He knows, especially as a black person, like he asked that question to people who aren't minorities. They don't give a fuck. They'll say it. He don't want to say it. There's gonna be too many people asking for shit.
You should start a business if you're inspired by something and you want to do something and you think it will work and you believe it will work. Or if you see something that's working, you do it. For example, I'm on the campus of a busy college. I think it'll work. Let's invest.
8 out of 10 companies, they go out of business in 5 years in today's world. From your perspective, what's the most common mistake you see business owners make in today's world?
The common mistake business owners make is they think they know it all. Make sure you hire people that are smarter than you.
So what was the best advice you ever got from a mentor?
Well, I got 2 pieces of advice. One piece of advice was to save 75% and have fun with 25%. The other one was to hire.
Okay. I actually never heard that numbers before, but that's actually pretty solid. Me, from now on, I'm gonna put 75% of everything I earn probably into like Bitcoin, and then the 25% I can
Hire
spend.
people that are smarter than you.
And you would hit the table with some hitters. What's your best negotiation advice for anybody in business?
Don't talk first and start high. I'll start off at 200 million. And they'll be like, no, 110. What about 140? What about 125? Deal. If you start at 50 and their budget is 200, you just lost 150 million.
Let me ask you this.
It's amazing advice to hire people smarter than you, be around people smarter than you, because you could have a lot of ego and a lot of pride and a lot of passion, but that doesn't mean that you know everything.
Going 155 Five Guys at one point.
I sold them.
You sold them?
Yeah, I sold them.
What's your secret to scaling in the franchise model, or just businesses in general?
The secret to scaling is one word: delegation. I can't be in 155 places at once, but I know somebody that can.
So you're really good at bringing other people in to run these businesses?
Yes, I am. So I actually learned that by winning championships. I know that having great teammates is very important to help you win championships.
Yeah. And did you come from a lot of money?
No, never.
What was the turning point to financial freedom for you? Like, how did you know?
I saw horror stories about how 5 years after professional athletes start playing, they have nothing. I didn't want to be part of the horror story, so I had to teach myself. I made a very big mistake. The first time I got $1 million, I spent it in about 30 minutes. Bought 3 cars, I bought 3 jewelries, and I bought some suits because I didn't even know what FICO was.
And how long were you in the NBA for?
19 years.
19 years. What was the secret to that longevity? It's one thing to make it to the league. 99% of players that make it, they weed out within 2 to 3 years. How did you have 19 years of longevity at the height of your game?
The secret was just having special motivation. My motivation was always being able to give my mother what she wants. I did that for as long as I could, and of course,
Honestly, so far, I'm pretty impressed by the information that SHAQ is giving in this, man. This is super useful, helpful information. I haven't even Googled annual, whatever the fuck he said yet. Let's Google that real quick. Annual what? Annuity? Annuity. There it is. Delegation is pretty simple, just outsourcing and having people either manage properties for you or manage things or just help out. He said save 75%, spend 25%. He said hire people and be around people who are smarter than you. He said he had amazing motivation, just amazing advice all around.
He has what she wants, but after 19 years, when you can't do the things that the young people do anymore, you have to do something else.
Do you believe in God?
Of course.
How important has faith been for you throughout your career?
Very important. None of this is possible without God.
What was the biggest risk you ever took in business?
Not pulling the trigger when I had the opportunity to. Howard Schultz wanted to open Starbucks in the hood. So when he used the term the hood, I was thinking the hood, but I didn't know anything about, regentrification and rebeautification of, certain areas, and I didn't pull the trigger. And then Magic Johnson opened up, I think, 155 Starbucks.
And among yourself and the most highly successful people that you study and know, what is that one trait that they all have in common?
I think they're nice, I think they're humble, and I think they have great people around them. And they keep it very simple. Like Jeff Bezos said, you invest in things that's going to change people's lives. I heard him say that, and I changed my whole investment strategy, and been very, very successful. Hey, my guy, you hungry? Go get a pizza. I own it. It's all yours. Yeah, take what you want. No problem.
What's the number one thing that you look for in people when you're investing in a business?
I like to believe in what they believe in. Like, for example, if you was going to start this company and you came in with those beautiful eyes and told me your passion, I would definitely invest in you. So I'm a big fan of yours.
How did you find the self-belief to go make hundreds of millions of dollars throughout your career?
That's kind of a tricky question. I had an athletic advantage where I was given a lot.
See, I said that in the beginning of the motherfucking video, man. I know what I'm fucking talking about, bro. Shout out to SHAQ, though, because I ain't gonna lie, bro. These videos are absolutely gold mines. I ain't gonna lie to you. Gold mines, man.
A lot of money to play sports, and then I took that money and leveraged it and did certain things. So I can kind of answer that question, but I really can't, because for me it was all luck.
Do you think everybody's built for entrepreneurship?
I think yes, everybody is.
And my final one for you, somebody watching this right now, they don't come from anything. Maybe they're at rock bottom, something bad just happened to them. Give them a quick 60-second blueprint, a couple pieces of advice to really stick with them. They want to become Shaquille O'Neal wealthy in today's world.
If you have a plan, write it down, figure it out. If somebody else is already doing what you're doing, watch them, steal what they're doing, add your razzmatazz to it, and you should be fine. But always believe. There will be ups and downs in this business. The longer you believe, quicker you'll make it to the top.
You got amazing advice, my friend. I really appreciate you, man. It means a lot. Thank you for, I gotta come over here. Thank you, my man. Appreciate you, man. You guys, that's a wrap on today's video. We just interviewed Shaquille O'Neal.
That was a W, man. Oh, that was really. I'm honestly shocked at how good the advice he gave, to be honest, man. Shout out to SHAQ. Shout out to Mr. School of Hard Knocks. Hope y'all enjoyed the video as much as I did and learned something. Love.